have never been in a reading slump, and I think it's because I am usually reading like multiple books at one time. Like right now I'm reading 3 different books, and I know it probably sounds crazy because it's a lot of books at one time. Like sometimes people are like, how do you even keep up with all of them? But I'm a big mood reader, and so if you're in the mood for like a thriller or a romance, or I guess it's like really all I read, but if you're in the mood for something specific, I feel like your brain is just like so easily attached to that genre like the minute that you pick up the book. So I'm gonna share how I stay out of a reading slump. I've literally never been in one. I've been reading since, I don't know, since I was like, ever since I can remember really. And I have always loved it. I used to go to the library and my parents would give me like a limit on the amount of books that I could bring home. I could only bring home 12 books. And I say only because at the time I literally thought that was like treason. Like I was so upset that I could only bring home 12, and I would finish all 12 in one sitting. Well, not one sitting, but like within the week. And then the next week I would go back and get 12 more. And this like went on through until I could really drive myself to the library. So my parents were like, if you go once a week, like it's fine, like that's enough. And I always just felt like it was never enough. So yeah, I've never been in a book slump. I read 16 books last month, and I'm on track to read 17 this month, depending on like how the rest of my month goes. But yeah, so I'm gonna share like how I stay out of a reading slump. But I'm drinking AG1, by the way. It's like a greens drink that gives you like all the nutrients that you need. Like a lot of the time I don't feel like I have all the servings I need of vegetables, so I drink this every morning. But today is a super cozy day, so I can't really go outside. You guys know I love to read outside. I'm constantly just like out by the water or like watching the sunsets or whatever, and I can't really do that today. So I'm gonna show you guys what I do to romanticize my reading inside, because I feel like I don't stay inside very often. I know some of you guys aren't like a huge fan of going outside, but I still think that you should like make your reading super fun and like romanticized when you're inside. So I'm gonna finish this and then I can show you guys what I'm reading right now. So I read, or I am reading 3 books right now, which I feel like for a lot of people it would be a lot, but for me it just works. And if you're having a hard time staying out of a book slump, I really recommend to read more than 1 book at a time. I'm gonna show you guys the books that I'm reading, and you'll realize like why I have to read multiple books right now. So the first book that I'm reading is Rhythm and Muse. I'm only about 32 pages in this. I started this last night, and it was right after I finished Love is a Revolution by Renee Watson and Malibu Rising. I finished both of them like right around the same time, same day, so I picked up 2 new books. So this one I'm at 32 pages and it's really good so far. This is actually an arc, and I feel so privileged to be getting books before they're actually released. This one releases on the 23rd, so I really wanted to finish it before it's released so I can like give up a review and share it with you guys. But it's so good so far. Like I really love the writing. It's super easy to read. I feel like I'm gonna fly through this. It's about 244 pages, and I can just tell it's gonna be one of those that I like finish super quick. And so I love that one because it's like really romance based. It's a quick read. It's super fun. And then I picked up A Little Life, and you guys know this is kind of the opposite of that other book. This is like more sad, it's heavy. I feel like this is gonna be a book that they read, or that we as a culture read in like college and like universities or whatever, and like it's just a very deep book. And I feel like I've heard so many people read this and like cry and stuff, and it like changes their perspective on life and all that. I have not gotten very far. I am on page 97 with this one, and it's just at the postman. I'm gonna try to like really get through this weekend, but I have to read, like have to read a fun book when I'm reading a heavier book, because I really struggle with like taking on the feelings of characters in books. And so I literally have to do this for my own mental health and like sanity. So I'm reading this, and it's also very thick. You can see it is over 800 pages, and I feel like if I just read this and this alone, it would be so hard, because in summer I'm like wanting summer vibes, fun vibes, like romance books. And I feel like I wanted to read this in the winter, but I didn't know if like my mental could like take it when it was like super cold and I was kind of like in the winter blues era. So I don't want to really take this into summer because it's not a summer book, so I'm trying to like read it in spring. But this was one that was recommended to me. It is not in my typical genre, and honestly I probably wouldn't have picked it up unless it was recommended to me. But that's another reason why I always am reading multiple books, because if someone recommends a book to me, I can read it along with something I'm like really excited about reading. And then the last book that I'm reading is The Sun Is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon, and I am on page 126, and this is a book that I'm tandem reading with a audiobook. Now I know that that's something that costs a little bit more. Some people listen to like free audiobooks, so it's not something you have to pay for, which is also awesome. I think people listen on like Libby, I think that's what it's called. But I've actually seen this movie, and so books that I've like seen the movies of, or I kind of like know the plot line because maybe it's a super popular book, people have talked about it a lot, I will try to tandem read those with audiobooks, just because it's sometimes hard to get through a book that I already kind of know what happens at the end. Like, I don't know, I literally know what's gonna happen at the end of this book, but I have always wanted to read it, and I'm actually finding that there are a ton of things not in the movie that are in the book, which is making me enjoy it more. But again, I'm on page 126 of this one, and the way I tandem read is pretty much I will listen to the audiobook when I'm in the shower, when I'm cooking, when I'm working, and then like after work and stuff, I'll pick up the physical book. So those are the three ways that I kind of make sure I'm always excited about reading. I feel like what gets people into a book slump is people will start reading books that they don't really want to read, or they're excited about reading, and it ends up not being a good book. And the problem is, if you're like only reading one book, you feel like you need to finish it. And I feel like a lot of people don't DNF books. Like, I've never DNF'd a book before, which I'm not saying that you shouldn't, but I feel like a lot of people just don't. Like, if you've spent $30 on a book or $25 on a book, you kind of just want to finish it, I feel like. So what helps me so much is when I'm feeling like that, like, you can feel when a book slump is coming, you know? Like, I've never been in a book slump, but I can feel when I'm like starting to like not be as excited about reading. I will pick up a fun book, like a book that I'm really excited about, that just makes me happy. Whenever I'm feeling in a mood where I want to read for hours and I just like could literally sit and just like gobble up a book, I will pick up a book that's a little bit harder to read and one that maybe is like sad or outside of my typical genre. And then whenever I am working or I like want to read but I like physically can't because I'm showering or eating or, you know, whatever, just doing something that I can't like sit down and read, I will pick up a audiobook and tandem read with that same book in the evening. So that's kind of how I break up like how I read multiple books. People I think sometimes think it's confusing, but it's really not, because it's really based off of my mood. And I finish books a lot faster because I'm really reading like things that I want to read at all times. So yeah, I am going to read for a little bit. It's very cozy outside, so I'm gonna read, and then I want to open a book with you guys because I just got a book in the mail. And we can do like a little unboxing together. I'm not gonna actually open all of them. I'm gonna open 2 of them and then save the other one for Instagram stories. I'll probably open it today. So whenever you're watching this, I think this is gonna go up on Saturday. So whenever you're watching this, you can watch the haul. But I wanna go try this on over there just because mostly I don't feel like taking my clothes off right now. It's just like so cozy and stuff and I'm just not like in the mood. But I got this haul from a brand I've never tried before and I've been just trying different textures and things. So I'm gonna do that haul over on Instagram, but I have a book in here and then I also have this big box right here, which I know that this is not a book. Like I literally know that it's not because I can already see looking into it. I ordered some Lollipop. I ordered the purple kind, which is just a sparkling water, and it's one of our favorites because it has like probiotics in it. On the back it says it has plant fiber, botanicals, and prebiotics to support your microbiome and digestive health. And it tastes like soda, but it's not. Like this tastes so similar to grape soda, but it's obviously not, which I love. So we ordered that. They are a little pricey, but I found, we don't like drink soda, and I found that like whenever I want something like fun to drink, I will go to get one of these versus like grabbing an alcoholic drink. And you guys know I haven't really been in the mood lately for alcohol. So these are like a fun drink to try. Ooh, this is a new flavor. This one is watermelon lime. I've never tried this one before. So I might crack one of these later. And they have so many different flavors. Our favorite flavor is cream soda, but this is the watermelon lime. We just wanted to try it because we haven't yet. Now let's get into the little book unboxing. So this actually was, I think, supposed to be in the unboxing for the Amazon haul I just did. It was like my last video. If you guys want to go watch that, you can. I unboxed like 26 different books, but this one came a little bit late and I don't even remember what it is. It literally just came out yesterday. I saw it in the mailbox. This is actually from bookshop.com. I told you guys that I don't buy all my books at Amazon, and that is like extremely true. Bookshop.com pretty much allows you to support small independent bookstores, and you get to pick the bookstore that you want to support. So like I clicked Our Town Books, which is a bookstore that's like near me that I love to go to, and the like a percentage of the sale goes to them. Oh, I got 2 books in here, yay! Okay, so oh my God, okay, so the first one, it's 2 different ones, believe it or not. They're like very small. The first one I got is I Think I Might Love You by Christina C. Jones. This book is one that a lot of people have talked about, and I wanted to get this because I really like Christina C. Jones's writing. I wasn't like obsessed with her last storyline from the last book that I read, Behind the Scenes. Like it was okay. I wasn't obsessed with it, but it was still good. And I wanted to try something else because I feel like if I liked the writing, maybe I just need to get into another storyline. So this one is I Think I Might Love You by Christina C. Jones. It's in the Love Sisters book trilogy, or I think it's trilogy, and there's only 133 pages in this one. It's super, super small, and it says, Jacqueline Love is a magnet for trouble. It seems to follow her wherever she goes. Unfortunately for Caden Davenport, she also seems to be a magnet for him, even after a disastrous first impression that leaves him literally black and blue. Jacqueline is busy trying to find some sort of balance, and Caden is just trying to not to get swept in the chaos. In a small city like Blakewood, it's hard to avoid each other, especially when each additional encounter makes them wonder if they really want to. I Think I Might Love You is a first in series novella. And you guys know I'm not a huge fan of novellas, like I just am not, but I read Flow by Kennedy Ryan and really, really love the story. And that one only has, I think 112 or 104 pages or something like that. It's a very small book, definitely a novella. So that kind of like that inspired me to pick up more novellas and give them a chance instead of like writing them off immediately. So I got this one. And then the second book that I got is One Week in Paradise. It says 7 Days Can Change a Lot by Anise Starr. And this book, I actually saw someone on TikTok talking about this book. And you guys know that like BookTok, BookTube, Bookstagram, all of those like social media platforms always have tons of good recs. And even if you are a booktuber like myself, or bookstagrammer, or a booktalker, I feel like I get just as influenced as everyone else. So whenever I heard about this book, I was like, okay, this is literally perfect for summer. And this is a short book. It's only like 210 pages. So I feel like I'll breeze through this super fast. It says, when disgraced influencer Bailey Clark is invited to go on an all expenses paid trip to a couples only resort in Jamaica, she's ecstatic. This is the perfect opportunity to rebuild her brand. Only problem is she's not currently in a relationship. Enter the effortlessly handsome Caspin Cash Reed, who just so happens to be her brother Dane's best friend. He's never seemed to like Bailey, and when Dane jokingly suggests Cash accompany her to Jamaica and get a free holiday, Bailey can't get the idea out of her head. Surprisingly, Cash agrees to be her fake boyfriend, all in the name of content. Their agreement is simple enough, but 1 week in paradise brings them closer than ever before, and an undeniable spark ignites between them. But Bailey has secrets, and the closer they get to one another, the closer Cash gets to unraveling her shameful past. As the lines blur between their fake dating agreement and their real feelings, will Bailey let Cash into her life, or will she let her past destroy her future? A steamy fake dating romantic comedy with plenty of spice. Guys, these both look so good. I just am so excited to read these. I feel like I've been really adding to my summer recs of like the books that I want to read. Let me show you guys a couple of books that I've been wanting to read that are on my summer like TBR. Because I actually shared a video recently of like books that are pretty much like books that I've read that would be good for the summer for you to read, but I haven't shown like my summer TBR, the books I'm excited to read. So let me show you guys some of those. Behind me absolutely scream summer, and I will say that there are a lot of books back here. I think there's like 14 or 12 or something, but I will finish these literally in a month. So I know that I'm going to not only buy more books for the summer, but I also am going to like read more than this. So I'm gonna just go through a couple of the ones that really stick out to me. All the Little Things just give summer vibes. This is by Rachel Leigh, and it says on the back, 4 years ago, my life was forever changed. One kiss, one moment, 5 words, enjoy all the little things. That's what Riker said the night before he vanished from our lives. So that's what I did. I lived each day like it was the last, embracing all life had to offer. Now he's back in town and staying with me as a favor to my brother. Being alone with Riker is dangerous. His eyes intoxicate me. His touch tempts me. He doesn't look at me like I'm a little girl anymore, and I'm ignoring the fact that he's my brother's best friend. He dared me to live, I dared him to love. The first kiss almost killed me, and the second one brought me back to life. So that just looks so good to me. Then Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren is a book that I want to read over again. I got this special edition, which they don't actually sell anymore. I think it's like completely sold out, but I want to read it over again because I feel like it gives the best summer vibes. And I've actually never, I don't want to say never, but I don't read books over very often. Like I read Hopeless over again this year, but the last time I read it was in 2013. And I just read Love and Other Words like last year. It's just that good. Long Past Summer by Noue Kerwin. No, Kerwin? Is that how you say it? If you want like a description of these, you guys can go look at my Amazon unboxings, because all the books that I buy, I share in unboxings or on vlogs. But anything that I see in a vlog or pick up in a vlog, I do share in unboxings. So you can just go look on Amazon unboxings. Then I also picked up Sweet Hand by N.G. Peltier. This just looks like a really good one. There's like tons of books behind me. And then Charming is a Verb by Ben Felipe. All these are literally giving summer. When in Rome by Sarah Adams. She wrote the cheat sheet, and I feel like the cheat sheet is, I think, a book I rated like 3 out of 5. There's nothing wrong with it. Like, it's literally just a fun, like, easy summer read, which is what I am wanting for the summer season, just like chill vibes. Say You Still Love Me by K.A. Tucker looks literally like summer. Like, look at the cover, like that's giving summer. And that one just looks like a really good one. Meet Me at the Lake by Carly Fortune. Everyone's been talking about this book, and so I want to read it. I read her book that came out last year, and it was pretty good. Make a Scene by Mimi Grace. I mean, this cover, again, is so cute. I actually thought that the author who wrote Sweet Hand also wrote Make a Scene, because the covers look so similar to me, but these are different authors. But I mean, literally, I'm obsessed with the cover. So, or maybe it's the same author under a different name, but I think they're different authors. I can't say for sure. And then Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute by Talia Hibbert. This is actually moving up on my TBR because I recently watched, whose vlog was it? I watched somebody's vlog recently, and they were obsessed with this book. So now I want to read it. Happy Place by Emily Henry. Everyone's been talking about this book, and I love Emily Henry's writing, so of course I want to read it. I guess I can just turn these around, bring these over here. Sunny Disposition, I actually just talked about this in my recent Amazon vlog, or Amazon unboxing. This one is just so perfect for summer because it's so cute. Marriage for One by Ella Mays. I actually recently bought her new book, and I haven't even read this book, but one of my friends who loves to read recommended 2 of her books, To Love Jason Thorne and this book, and she's like absolutely obsessed with them, rated them 4.5 stars. And I feel like when I trust someone and their book recs, like I'm like, I will literally buy all the books by that author because I just trust that that person knows me well. And her book just came out this year, so I want to read that one. In a Jam by Kate Catterberry. This one just looks so fun for summer. Just the cover alone is so cute. And then Hook, Line, and Sinker by Tessa Bailey is another one that I feel like is just a fun summer read because her writing is just, it just gives summer. I was thinking about reading this book while I was in here, The Rhythm and Muse, but I don't know, maybe I should read A Little Life in here. I feel like this is giving like cozy vibes. I don't know like what kind of mood I'm in. I'm in like definitely a reader mood, so maybe this is like the perfect time to get into a book that's been harder to read, or maybe it would be better to get into the harder book whenever I am like in bed later tonight and I'm all like cozy and stuff. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna read this now, like the happy fun book, and then I'll get into like a cozy mood even more, and then read the cozy book whenever I get in bed. So this is the lineup. I'm gonna light this little candle. Oh, there we go. And I actually brought over the watermelon lime Lollipop, the one that I haven't tried yet, so I'll let you guys know what I think of it. I like to just bring a Lollipop into the bathtub because I feel like it, 1, cools me off, but 2, it's just like a nice little treat. I didn't fill the water super high just because whenever I get in, I like to add more water just like whenever I feel out the temperature, because I feel like when I feel it with my hand, it's never actually accurate to like how it feels when I'm actually in it. So we're gonna pop this baby. I swear that's the best sound. And there's still a good amount left in there too. we're gonna try this and see how this Lollipop tastes. This is the watermelon lime. I'm a big sweet girl, but I'm not a super big like lime, like sour girl. So let's see. This is good. This is good. This tastes like a Jolly Rancher. Like literally tastes like a Jolly Rancher. It's sweet, but it's not too sweet because it has that lime taste, but the lime is like evened out with the watermelon. It's not like super bitter or anything. Literally tastes like a Jolly Rancher. This is very good. I feel like I've been really getting into sparkling waters and stuff since I don't drink as much as I used to, and this is just very refreshing. I can tell I'm gonna drink this a lot. It might be up there with the cream soda. Cream soda is still my favorite, but this is definitely up there. I always like to think about the fragrance I'm gonna wear whenever I get out, just because I feel like a cozy night is not cozy without like a good smell. I think I'm gonna go with Cloud by Ariana Grande. It's very light, airy, and that's just kind of like the vibe I'm going for tonight. I thought about going for something that's more like smoky or woody, but I don't know, I'm just feeling very light and airy tonight. So that's the vibe I want to go for. Wow. If you ever need a reminder to take time for yourself, this is your reminder, because I sat in there and I swear it felt like I was in a sauna because it was so hot. But now I feel like so relaxed. My shoulders are like really relaxed. I'm not like super tense. I just feel like really good. So I'm gonna read some more of this, and then I'm gonna start reading A Little Life because I really wanna finish that this weekend. A vlog is coming for that too, so you guys can like kind of see the whole process, because I started that book literally weeks ago. But I wanna get it done before the month is over. So I'm really working on that one this weekend. But if you guys enjoy this video, be sure to subscribe because I upload videos 3 times a week on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So you guys will see another video on Tuesday, and hope you enjoyed this reading vlog. I don't actually do reading vlogs like this very often. Usually a lot of our videos are like, you know, multiple like days for like a full week or something, or like, I don't know, I just don't do like a lot of vlogs that are just one day. So if you guys enjoyed this, let me know so I can start doing more if this is what you guys want to see, like more just like daily chats and things like that. I feel like it was really fun because I don't really get to like update you in real time on like a full day, I guess, and it would be even more fun, I think, if it were like a full day where I like went places and did stuff like that. I don't know, I feel like I'm so chatty that whenever I vlog for like a day, I mean, it's a full vlog, but you guys really get to see like the details, like the little nitty-gritty things, versus like whenever I vlog for a full week, I feel like you only see a tiny portion of each day. So I don't know, it'd be nice to add in more of these, I think, to add in a little balance. But hope you guys enjoyed, and make sure you guys follow me on Instagram and on TikTok because I have little book chats over there too, and I'm gonna be unboxing or that clothing haul, trying on those clothes on Instagram stories. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.